Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to Plan the Day Pro Planning Tips. I'm really excited to have Katie Russo on the show. And of course, I always forget, I need to introduce myself. My name is Christina Goebel. I'm with plantheday.com. I'm the co-founder and president. And as I mentioned, really excited to have Katie on the show with us. She's with Katie Russo Beauty and Company. And just thanks so much for coming on the show, Katie, to give us some awesome
Hi.
tips.
Thanks, Christina. Thanks for having me.
Super excited to hear about what you have for us. But yeah, definitely tell us a little bit more about yourself and your company, because your company's growing too, which is awesome and exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's a really exciting time. We are a on-demand beauty service, and we specialize in weddings. So we have hair and makeup artists with us. We have about 24 artists with us right now across 6 cities. We're located out of Nashville. The other cities that we have are Louisville and Lexington, Knoxville, Destin, Rosemary Beach area, Florida, Key West. So we are growing. We do about 550 weddings a year so far. Yeah.
So congrats on all this success so far.
Thanks.
It's super exciting. Love seeing women entrepreneurs.
Yes, I do as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I am super pumped to hear about these tips you have for us on really getting our skin prepped, our makeup prepped before our big day. So this is really huge.
Yeah, so we have some things that we hear all the time from brides. They're pretty standard questions that we get that they're just not sure. And there's a couple things in here that I think everybody just kind of assumes because they've heard for so long that that's the right way to do, and it's not always the right way. So we're very much in. There's not one thing that fits every single person.
Sure.
So it's a lot of individuality and, what works for you as the individual.
Right. And everyone, too, has different skin types, different hair types, so it's awesome that you provide just some good broad tips that people can take away with them.
Yeah. So these are things that, like I said, we get asked all the time that brides like to know. And that's it. It's important for them to know, too. And that maybe there's not a lot of info out there, and it's it can be a little nerve-wracking. You got so much stuff to do leading up to your wedding,
right?
That you can forget when to do this, and it's kind of like an afterthought. Right. So it's important.
Take care of yourself too.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to take care of you. Yeah, for sure. Okay, should I start?
Yeah, go for it. I'm excited.
Okay, great. So the first one. It's going to be about coloring your hair. So we get a lot of, when's the right time to get my hair colored, the final time leading up to the wedding. So what we say is for darker hair, we say about a week before at least.
Okay.
So you're going to want to do at least one wash before the wedding. At least that. 2 preferably, but at least 1. And that is to help get any dark hair dye off of your skin, anything like that that's left on, and just to kind of wear it in a little bit. Hair always looks better a little bit more worn in.
Right.
For lighter hair, for more blondes, lighter hair tones, we say about 3 weeks, because we personally think a little root looks good in pictures.
Yeah.
So we suggest a little bit of that new growth to come in.
So it's a little bit more natural, is that why?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sure does. Yeah, and it just kind of blends in better. It just looks better.
Sure.
It doesn't look as fresh and a little bit not quite as stark as well.
Sure. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one of the things that we get asked all the time. The second thing that we hear over and over again is how should brides come with their hair, and bridesmaids too. And it's always thought of day dirty hair, right? Day dirty hair.
Right.
But that's not always the case. Me personally, I have finer hair. If I go day dirty, it's very limp. It gets very oily. So that's not the best for me personally. So everybody's different.
Right.
Some girls can go a week without washing their hair, and it's totally fine. So we say, yes,
Like
well,
myself,
I
actually.
can with a whole lot of dry shampoo, like a whole can, I can go like a week. And that's what I usually do. But if I don't have the dry shampoo, then it's like splat to my head.
Yeah.
So
I just have curly hair.
Well,
curly
and
hair,
that's what usually, like,
curly.
if it's like curlier
Dry.
or like the hair is a little bit thicker, the hair itself is a little thicker, then you can usually wear your hair longer without washing it. But if it's finer, maybe you have a lot of it, maybe it's just fine, then it tends to get oily faster. So what we say is usually before your hair and makeup run through or consultation or trial or whatever your stylist calls it, we say go ahead, wash and dry your hair that day, have freshly washed and dried hair, and let them tell you how they want your hair on the wedding day.
Gotcha. So these are good questions to ask for sure too when you're going into your hair trial.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're good things to know. I mean, not that you need to know everything before your hair trial, because you know, your hairstylist will let you know a lot of it, but you know, it's good to know how to prepare for it, because even we get a lot of times asked about extensions as well, hair extensions like clip-ins. We love them personally. A lot of the time, I think they're kind of they're thought of as, you know, maybe not as natural looking, when actually they can look extremely natural. And a lot of the pictures that people see on Pinterest, they don't realize that those girls are wearing extensions. Yeah, for that length and that thickness. Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Body too.
And to get a lot of the updos and a lot of even the down styles that people see. You need that extra oomph in there. Yeah, so tip number 2 would definitely be, you know, go clean, fresh hair to your hair consultation. Let them tell you what they want. They have the product. They'll get it the right amount of dirty for you. And they'll also tell you how to prep your hair. So they'll tell you, you know, we have stylists a lot of the times say, maybe somebody who's wanting a deep side part, the stylist is going to want them to blow dry their hair the opposite direction and wear it like that all day until they sit down in the stylist chair, and then they can put it over the other direction.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because it gives it more volume.
Yeah, like absolutely. Kind of like the hair follicles go that way, so then when they flip it back over, it already has a nice body to it. Yeah, so they'll tell you all that kind of stuff.
That's a good tip. What about makeup? What would you say, or more like it's skin? Like, how should you start kind of prepping your skin? I know everyone has different skin types, but kind of what should you do before maybe a consultation or even week of to just kind of get it?
That's a great question. So what we say is definitely, if you have any issues, any problem skin, go to the dermatologist. Go to the dermatologist early enough, at least 6 months out, because sometimes it takes a while for your skin to kind of get back on a cycle and be, kind of repair itself. So they really know the best. And what we also say is, if you're not used to facials, don't plan to get one the week of your wedding. It's like,
yeah, that's a good point, because your face could react differently.
Absolutely. Even if it's, supposed to be, if you have maybe more acne prone skin and it's for that, you never know, it could actually break you out more. So, go to your dermatologist. But we also say good skin reacts from the inside out. So make sure you're eating healthy. There's some things that we like to suggest putting in your diet, weeks, if not months before, to make sure your skin's the best. Obviously, drink lots of water, eat avocado. They're great in that fatty acid that really helps your skin.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They're great for your skin. Bee pollen is good for your skin. Miso paste is really great for your gut health, and that's really where great skin comes from, as well as
And what is that? Bee pollen and miso?
Miso paste you could just pick up from the grocery store.
Okay.
It's in the Asian aisle. And bee pollen you could pick up from any health food store.
Are they just products to put on your face?
They're just things you can ingest. So it's like bee pollen should be in little pills that you could take.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so that is, let me see, lemon. Lemon water is really great. So, when you wake up in the morning, have some warm lemon water, kind of fill your water up throughout the day with lemon. It'll help detoxify anything in your skin as well as anything else in your body that you have in there. And it'll help brighten.
Very cool. I'm going to just do that now.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good to do like all the time. Yeah.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah, so
anything else you have for us?
Those would be our top three tips that we get a lot of questions about.
Perfect. Well, those are really, really great tips. And I think those are tips that you can just use every day too. If you just kind of want to get your skin, back to health or just helping with that, or even your hair.
Yeah, for
too,
sure.
so.
Absolutely. Yeah. Or if you have not just a wedding, but an event coming up or anything that,
Right.
resolution, anything like that.
Are there any hair products you recommend? Let's say someone has maybe some breakage or they color their hair a lot, do you have any products that you recommend for hair that they can start using earlier on to kind of help with that?
As far as vitamins go?
Yeah, I think vitamins are a good one, or even any conditioning treatments or anything like that.
Vitamins, I would say definitely, anything like your folic acid and any kind of B vitamin. The prenatal vitamins are really great for, hair and nail health. Any kind of masks, you could actually put the avocado on your hair as well. As well as there's this one brand called Davness that has a really great hair mask that you actually can put on in the shower. You towel dry. You do it before you shampoo or anything like that. You towel dry your hair. And then put it on, leave it on for about 10 minutes, and then rinse it out. And that really helps. It's a really, really great product. Yeah.
I'll have to look into that. I haven't even heard of that. And I've been using Davness for some time. Yes. Yeah. So I'll have to look into that.
We love that brand.
Awesome. And even avocado in my hair. I've never even thought of that.
And then,
that's hilarious.
Guacamole after.
Right.
Yes.
Have it like separately.
This for hair, this for chips.
For the hair. Right. That's hilarious. Well, thank you so much, Katie. These are awesome tips that you're welcome, that I feel like any bride or even any girl could just take with them for a woman for an event, maybe they have a bachelorette party they want to prepare for a party coming up.
Yeah, for
These
sure.
are just some good things to take away.
You're welcome. No problem.
Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in and, excited to continue to be doing these. We do have a few more. We have more coming up in the next coming Thursdays. But as always, if you found this super, super helpful, share it with your friends. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and go to plantoday.com. Check us out. We have amazing planning tools to help with your big day. And next Thursday, we're back on again. We have a bride coming on the show. Her name is Adrienne, and she's going to be providing some tips on how to just stay organized during your wedding planning process. So excited to hear what she has for us. And again, we're on next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central. So thanks again for tuning in, and thanks again, Katie.
Bye.
Bye.